Hi, everybody. This is Ron with Pacific Permaculture. I don't think anybody's here yet, but happy Labor Day. It's a day to relax, celebrate the labor you do in life, work, wherever. And also, I want to celebrate 250 subscribers on this channel. Now, I haven't quite made it. I had 248 when I came up with this idea. And now somebody's a party pooper. I went down to 247. But it's in the offing that I'll have 250 soon. So might as well celebrate now. Soon I'll have 3 more. Wahoo, Echo, thanks for coming by. Welcome to the live stream. How you doing? I'll put this up here in case anybody wants to get on the... I have to put more light on the subject so I can look at my keyboard. And I can post this link. So if you'd like to get up on the panel, you can click that link. Please enable the donation. Oh, don't worry about the shipping for the book. If you want to send me $1 or $2 or something, you can, but you don't owe me anything in that way. I will post my address here just in case anybody wants to contribute to the Pacific Permaculture Institute. It's not actually a thing yet. It's more of a concept. So you would just send it to me and I'll contribute in the way I can to the Institute. That's the thing. So it's a great book and I wanted to share it because some people haven't encountered it yet. And there's a lot of good concepts in there. And I'm not saying I'm an expert on everything, but there's a lot of goodness there. So I wanted to share it out. And I'm going to have a giveaway. I decided for 500 subscribers. So anyway, that's a little ways off also. I'm hoping for the end of the year. Hi, Arkansas. I haven't been following you too close lately because I've been trying to catch up on somebody else's back live streams right now, but I will be onto the smaller channels again soon. I'm catching up. How's the moving the... What are you doing? You're moving trailers around and stuff, right? Chili piquons on the bush, or I can send a bush. Ah, that's okay. I don't think it. I don't know anything from Texas. That's I don't know. It's probably bigger if it's from Texas. I've been told they make everything bigger in Texas. So I hope the bird pile isn't bigger in Texas on your windshield. But anyway. It's okay. You know, I'm going to get back to watching everybody again. Like I say, I've been playing somebody's videos that I got onto and I'm friendly with, and I got like about 10 or 12 more, and they're really long. So then I'm going to get back and catch with everybody else. Can you hit them there? Can I get them there? If somebody wants to send something, I mean, you know, I'm not hounding people, but I just thought if somebody wanted to contribute, I'd post that. And if you don't, hey, that's okay too. You know, that's cool, but I really don't like the taste of okra, so sorry. No okra for me. Or, you know, if you're interested, you could always email me, heckle me, whatever, you know, that's... Thanks for coming by, Arkansas woodcutter, by the way. Yeah, and how is the how's your life shift going on? Does it help? Does it hurt? I'm just curious. I've got a lot of things I'm trying to shift around too. So I know things aren't always a perfect transition. You know what? I only do sweet peppers right now. Eggplant, yeah. No okra. Yeah, how'd you know? Eggplant, you know, I got Italian heritage, and they say, oh, those people love eggplant. Really? Maybe I got enough Irish shit. I don't like it or something. I don't know. But no, it's the most bland. Yeah. I got a lot of sweet peppers growing, Echo. And anyway, yeah. Yeah, exactly. No okra or eggplant. Now, I guess if you want to send Oprah Winfrey by and interview me, that'd be okay. You know, Oprah was really popular. And way back when my girlfriend wanted to try okra, I said, I don't know. I watch her and she's okay. But, you know, I had that kind of a comedy on the thing. And anyway, this is my take on there's a lot of stuff going on that people seem to be spreading hate. So I thought I'd throw this out here. You know, spread joy in community, food, not hate. And go and share food. I just found a couple more channels that are really enticing as far as growing stuff, and the one guy was talking about vacuum sealing things in jars. I thought you could only seal stuff in a bag, and I didn't want to do it because there's so much plastic waste, and you know, already in my life there's so much plastic. I'm trying to cut down and curb how much plastic I use, but it's difficult because plastic is really convenient. Just like petroleum and putting it in your fuel tank is convenient, you know, and it's hard to get away from these things. So it's a struggle to find that. But this other guy called, I can't think of his name, but he's called something permaculture also. Is it Dunhurst permaculture? I can't think of it off the top because I just found it yesterday or today. And but he's talking about vacuum sealing things in jars, seeds or whatever to store them. I thought, wow, that could be a good solution. And that's one thing. You want to come up on the panel, Arkansas Woodcutter? You can. I have a link up above here somewhere. I can post it again. But see that StreamYard link in the comments? You can click that if you want to come up. It makes it more interesting. Even if we don't get along, you know, better to have an interesting thing than a non-interesting thing. I'd rather be everybody arguing and watching than nobody watching because they're tired of my boring song. I used to say, I got your email and I know your concerns, but I'm not so worried. You know, when the yarn comes in and you start down the path, I'll make sure I get a hold of you and send you some cash so you can make the hats. It's no freezing cold weather here lately. I was a touch cold because I worked on a ship the other day and it was very cold there in the port. But other than that, we've had a little minor heat wave here in Northern California, and it was blasting hot. So anyway, that's the thing. Eggplant. Yuck. Yuck. Vancouver. Who's in Vancouver? Are you in Vancouver, Cecilia? I thought that Howie was in Vancouver. I thought you were on the other end, like by Newfoundland in New York. Or do they call it Newfoundland or something? Putting in a poll. Where are you, Echo? Are you in Canada also? Do I have a Canadian following? Has everybody got some kind of a red coat and ride on a horse that's on here? Or are you guys all on the Mounties or what? Toronto. Well, that's like towards New York and Newfoundland, right? Trust me, geography of Canada is much harder than geography of the United States because I really never studied Canada. Texas. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so wow, I bet you get some really big eggplant down there and okra. Yeah, see, I was thinking you're in the east. That's why somebody said Vancouver, I thought is in the west somewhere. Anyway, I don't know. It'd be nice if Howie came up here. Anyway, I got some more videos I'm trying to put up, and I'm going to try to really put a lot more effort into this whole thing. And I want to be hopefully at 500 by January 1st. So I'm going to put in more effort and all this kind of thing. And I will have a 500 subscriber giveaway, assuming that it doesn't happen like by the end of next week. I haven't set it up yet. So yeah, that was cool, huh? I made that and then I lost it. You know, at least I'm honest. It got lost. Vertical tunnel growing cuke 10 feet long. Wow. I'm wondering what kind of cannabis you could grow. If you can grow a 10-foot long cucumber, you can grow like a 30-foot tall tree or what? I mean, I'm not saying I'm a total cannabinoid person, but I did get some hand cream lately, some CBD cream that, not to be a big promoter of somebody else's thing, but this stuff, I had some joint issues, some pain, and I was in a kind of health food store, and we had to wind around like a snake to go in line to buy what we're buying, and it was right there. So I bought it and I tried it, and it works really good. 3-story cherry tree. Sheesh. Cherries only for the brave, you know? Wow. Crazy. That's crazy tall. You have to have somebody from the land of the free and the home of the brave climb that, huh? Get the cherries, throw them back on your side. You have to be like right on the border and have them where somebody from this side can climb up, huh? Anyway. Posted on FB. Is that Facebook? Okay, yeah, I don't do Facebook, but hey, each his own. Let me take this banner off because it's kind of obnoxious of me to have this on all the time. But grow food. I'm going to make another banner. I'm going to make another banner. Then make another banner. How about start a food forest today? How's that? Isn't that a good one? Hey, hey, hey. Like they had a show. It was a cartoon when I was a kid. Hey, 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 Fat Albert. You know, and I was depicting kind of a fat-looking kid, Fat Albert. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, cherry needs a bunch of chill hours, and you may not have that in Texas. There are some analogous type of things that like I think the Suriname cherry is low chill hours and stuff like that. You may have to just pick and choose what you grow. How about grapes? Can you go grapes there, Echo, in Texas? Cool. Well, coffee to a degree grows in heat because they grow it in Kona on the big island of Hawaii. So that's a hotter, drier place than on the wet side of the island. So the exact parameters of that I couldn't actually tell you, but it's the hotter, drier side. Yeah, grape cover trees. Okay, cool. You don't have any kind of a tropical atmosphere, do you? I was going to say there's this thing called jaboticaba. They're like grapes. If you can't grow actual grapes, and they go right out of the stem. And I visited a place in Hawaii. They were just all over the ground. Nobody had picked them. It's crazy. And And yeah, grape growing, because the grape growing region in here, Napa Valley, I looked at it online and it said, it gets into like the 90s, but unless something changed, I call bull. I worked up in Napa, it gets like in the hundreds a lot of times, and it gets down below freezing a lot of times. So anyway, I don't think they were calling it exactly like it is. Mig is growing coffee. Out during the summer and inside during the winter. I don't know what MiG is. Is that a Russian person flying around? It used to be like a Russian fighter jet or something, right? A MiG. Yeah, I hear that's a little dangerous if you don't dry the tobacco properly, but maybe you could do a thing where you grow the tobacco and trade it to someone for some dried tobacco. Okay. Oh, M.I. Gardner. I don't know if I have that, if I'm subscribed. True Leaf has tobacco, just got in golden. Oh, cool. So we call them Muscang grapes or Muscatel. Yeah. I've heard of those. I don't know the difference. I don't know if I've had any. So anyway, great. I know they don't bunch as much, correct? So anyway, it's a bit easier to keep up with the comments if nobody's up on the panel, that's for sure, but it's probably a little bit boring for people that how's the new property, Cecilia? The new property's doing good. I just did my first compost pit. I started, and that's what I've started right now. The honeydew is getting blasted from the heat. The honeydew vines are dying out, so the honeydew is going to try to ripen on its own without the vine. Smelling is crud today. Okay. Whatever. Bamboo and sugarcane. Oh. Bamboo and sugarcane tend to be tropical also. So I'm just wondering. Anyway, that's great. Bamboo can be a good thing. Grow timber bamboo, build some product out of it. Suck up a lot of carbon out of the atmosphere that would otherwise be a pollutant. Can be a resource. Totally out of focus now. I'll mention again, I was talking to a guy. I wasn't talking to a guy. I was watching a guy that is doing vacuum sealing of things into jars to preserve seeds and I guess food too. He was experimenting it with chocolate to see how long it lasts because he's trying to get away from using as much plastic as most of us use. And that type of thing. So I was inspired by that. So that may be a new feature that I look into doing. And I have many things I want to do at the property. That's the challenge, and with just me. So I'm hoping to get someone to rent a room that's a cook, and maybe I can do some kind of work trade. They can take care of the garden once in a while a little bit and maybe cook some of the time. And then when I get called for work, I just jump in my car and Zoom. And that way I could use my time more wisely in the garden and around the property and all that. And we'll see. It's a work in progress. I still got to get my mural hung. I don't want to hang it myself because I've never put up wallpaper. It's a wallpaper mural, and I want it to look good the first time. I don't want to hang it and it's all looks jacked up. So, hi Glenn, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Thanks for joining the live stream. If you want to get up on the panel, you can. I'll put the invite up again in case anybody wants to get up on the panel. Let me open the light. Well, a long time ago, I told somebody I was going to get a wife. I just didn't know whose. That's a chauvinist joke, huh? But too bad. That's the way it is. So I'm going to leave that light on so it'll bright. Then when I want to type on the thing, maybe I'll leave this one on. So, yeah, I can't always handle that. Gets to me a little bit. So that's the thing. There's got to be a balance. And I'm an independent soul. So, but yeah, I thought if somebody was willing to, I'm sure they would offer. I mean, I'd have to, there would be a trial course of meals that I would have to try out. I have to like what they make, of course. If I don't like it, then forget it. The trade would be immediately off. I eat gluten-free, so can't have wheat in it. And I want everything organic as I can get. And I'm kind of picky eater, honestly. So that's the thing. Anyway, I posted the link. If any of you three, Echo or How to Garden or who else, Cecilia or Arkansas Woodcutter, if you're looking back there, if you want to get up on the panel, you can. Thanks to all of you for coming by, regardless of getting up on here or not. It always helps. Any little bit of support helps. I appreciate it all. I am moving towards 500. I want 500 by January 1st. So I'm going to ramp up my actions and all that. Ramp up my physical actions on the land and my actions of making videos. And there will be a 500 subscriber giveaway. Yeah. Please, everybody give a thumb. It can be up or down. Either way. And if you got a bunch of trolls at your site, send them over to me. Even if I have to get negative attention, it's okay. Maybe I'll get a negative viral video. That would be cool. Like 80,000 people hit it because they hate it. And then all of a sudden, the channel takes off, that'd be okay by me. And that type of thing. I didn't know for sure I was going to put this today. Sometimes I put it on Sunday, but then with everything, we're having kind of a heat wave in Northern Cal. We're not quite used to this kind of heat, and kind of frazzled my weekend. Everything took longer. Thankfully, I didn't try to do this yesterday because I was heat blasted. I was painting some stuff and just tongue hanging out type of thing. So thanks a bunch, Cecilia. I'm not trying to jerk you around with this wool thing. It just hasn't come through. And everything will be square before it's all done. So don't worry. And yeah, I haven't been posting too much, Glenn. How are you doing? You more busy with your work or what's going on? I haven't seen a lot of posts by you. Anyway, start a food forest today. Let me change this up. I wish we could set this up to where it automatically would just kind of, have kind of a loop where it does a couple things, it does a couple other things, and it does this and that, that type of thing. Until that is, then we'll just work with it. I didn't have anything super special to say today. I just thought, I am celebrating that pretty soon I'm going to be at 250. As I said earlier in the video, I had 248 when I planned this one. I thought, I should get a couple, and then one fell off, so now I'm 247. But we'll get there. Soon I'll be at 250, so thanks to everybody for the support in every way you can. And I always say, if you can, put on one of my live streams when you're going to get ready and do your laundry or cook or something, and just, if it's too loud, annoying, whatever, just turn the volume down a little bit, just so I get some extra playtime. Oh, okay. I'll be happy to see 25. What's 25, Echo? Are you only at like 25 subscribers? I have a hard time staying focused on where everybody's at. Everything gets so busy. I can't keep up exactly with who's, I'm just hitting the high points of what's going on with everybody. But yeah, I want to build this up because the video is only a small part of what I'm trying to do, right? It coordinates with the rest of it, but it's only a part. And what the heck happened? The camera, I think it has to do with my mouse being crazy. Maybe my computer mouse didn't need enough font yet lately or something. Well, that's always a struggle. Keep coming around the live streams, and hopefully you can get some support. Susie at Out West Homestead usually has a shout out on, is it Friday or Saturday? You can shout out your channel. And I got RL. I don't know what RL is. RL. That's right, left. You got right, left. Okay. So it just depends. Some people, they just get on and talk about growing their channel, and then they grow their channel. That's what I just found out recently. And for me, they real life. They I have to have more of a focus, even though I kind of don't today. I'm just randomly talking on. There's a lot going on. I painted, what I did, I had a futon frame, so I ordered a new mattress, but I insisted on keeping the old futon frame. And I have had it since probably 20 years ago, but I had some indoor-outdoor pets, and my sense of smell isn't great, but I think it might have been sprayed on by the cats. So I had some stuff called pet odor neutralizer or something. That might not be what it's called, but it's supposed to neutralize it. You spray it on. So then what I did is I scrubbed it down with SOS pads after that dried a few days later, because I thought to abrade the surface a little bit so paint will stick. And then I found some paint called pet odor killing paint. And you paint it on, it looks white, and it looks kind of rubbery and it's thick. So I think it kind of coats it, puts a coat over where the smell doesn't come out. And then after that, I got this nice paint and I painted it on top. The part of it that it doesn't look great is because there's runs and the other stuff, the way I painted it in a hurry, and it was hot outside and all this. So it's a little bumpy and stuff. But as far as it being new, fresh paint on top, it looks great. And I'm insistent because I'm always shooting my mouth off about saving trees and, we need more solid, good forestry and all this, is that I think we have to reduce our consumption of wood and paper products. I'm not saying that's easy at all, but so therefore I'm trying to reuse this futon frame rather than buy a new one. Look, I'm 55. I might have 30 good years on it, and maybe then they can throw it out and get a new one if they want, So That the longer you can make stuff last, the less resources you use in a sense, right? So less wood resource. So that's kind of one of the things I was doing lately, and it took a lot of time, more than I thought. But assuming it works out, that'll be a well spent. And if it doesn't work out, I'll say, well, chalk it up to something I tried to do. And that's the way that goes. Okay, sorry, I muted there for a second because I wanted to ask something of a friend. And anyway, I got lost in the sauce here. Anyway, doing things to try to reduce some of my resource use. Oh, nice. Your first wood stove. I would tell you, if you haven't heard of them, Echo, look into the rocket stove and the rocket mass heater. I'm looking into having one built, one of each built for my place. Super efficiency and that kind of thing, and you can still use wood. There's a pellet stove, but I don't want to buy wood pellets. Wood is free all over the place. I mean, I can cut up old bed frames and futon frames and dressers and all this that people are giving away on Craigslist and burn them if I have to, versus having to buy some type of a wood product. See, so I really don't want to buy pellets. That's the thing. I want to reduce as much as I can, especially where it costs. Right? So the less it costs me to get by, the more I have to put to good things. So I have kind of I try to base my life around permaculture to the degree I can, I do. And buy a lot of organics. I just started here where I'm living out of two different places kind of at the time, right? So half and half about, or whatever. So part at one place, part at the other. Well, the one place we generate more food for the compost, and because we had a problem with the compost bin being kind of so-called yucky and all this, then I said, well, let me get some buckets that have the screw-on lid, and say once a week I can bring it over and bring it to the Pacific Permaculture Institute and dump it in my compost pit, and then that'll help with that, and it'll save the problem of the yucky bin thing, and be kind of localizing the product, right? Yeah, exactly. The regular length logs, anything that you can put an ordinary whatever in. Like I say, if it's a part of a bed, whatever, something you can reuse by burning or whatever, instead of letting it go to the dump. It's always better if you can reuse it as what it is, like as it's a piece of structural wood or whatever, to reuse it as wood. But sometimes, hey, get what you have to, and get by. Save some money on heat. Also, I'm thinking to maybe put some barrels in front of the house for the winter and fill them with water and paint them black so that they can hold some heat towards the house at least. And then maybe in the spring or so, pump out the water. As it starts getting warmer out, pump the water out into the garden, or, just across the pavement on a hot day to cool it. That type outlook, and just do what I can. Do the little things I can do. I see 4 people are here. Echo, Cecilia, I don't know who else. But who's ever here, thanks for coming by. Thanks for joining the live stream. I'm celebrating by yakking like crazy that my close to 250 subscribers. And you know, a lot of channels now they say, "Oh, my followers, my family, my," you know what? Let's just talk turkey. I'm talking subscribers. Why do I need to mince words? Like, come on, YouTube knows the subscribers. Everybody knows the subscribers. Let's just use the words that are there, right? Puffball mushrooms, Echo. I just saw a video on Paul Stamets talking about lion's mane mushrooms and neurogenesis yesterday. So I want to get some of his lion's mane capsules because I'm kind of a mycophobe. I'm not going in the forest and picking something. I don't feel like I'm bright enough to get it right. I'll pick some damn thing that was deadly that nobody ever heard of, and I'll be dead. So I can't do any good once I'm dead. Anyway, you know, I'm grateful for people that are out there. I'll try to be supportive of those who are out there doing that, but I'm a little bit of a mycophobe, okay? A myco supporter, but a mycophobe at the same time, if that means anything. I don't think I have the sense to go out there. Like I say, I'll be dead. The Pacific Permaculture Institute will die, and then that'll be the end of that daydream. So, no, I'm not doing it. But long story short. And, but no, they have health benefits for sure. Oh, see? I hope you're teaching others, Echo. Teach others. If you have children, teach them. Teach them, teach their friends, teach their cousins, teach. I didn't learn it. My granddad used to harvest some kind of tree mushrooms, but they had the miscommunication. They didn't quite understand. They thought that you could boil out some kind of wood alcohol or toxin or something out of them. And I'm a little bit scared when people say things like that, because I think they have a misconception and they might just get something that kills them and pick it because, we could just cook it out. And I'm not so sure. What I've heard about mushrooms is if it's some kind of toxin, you can't get it out. So that's the thing. Yeah, well, teach all who are willing to listen. And some people may enjoy the product, but be a little bit mycophobe. That's still a gain in my book. You know, we need to teach everybody we can. Teach everybody build soil. You get guys like Glenn here at How to Garden. He has an excellent knowledge about trees and stuff. I mean, I've listened to his live stream before when I didn't catch it live, and it just that you're a compendium of knowledge, Glenn, and you're real aiding with all this effort. And there's many different ways. You know, Howie has his own way. Dan Permaculture Food Forest has his way, and we're all just growing this thing. You know, let me get some water real quick. I'll be back. So anywho, that's the thing. Puffballs don't have gills. Well, that's good. I guess they don't want to swim, huh? The whole thing is learn and then teach, but also learn and teach. I want this Permaculture Institute to be kind of an interchange, more than just these experts here came and taught everybody. These experts from on high can come and teach, but then maybe they can learn something from the group. Maybe we can have some group exercise where everybody can share their story and their insights, and we can all learn. That's a good plan, Glenn. Just think, even from an employment standpoint, if we're growing most of our food locally, how many people would be employed? Most everybody. Now, maybe it won't all be glorious careers or we could travel around the world, do this and that, but what if we could all afford really good food and afford to live well and do a few things we enjoy and just have a good life? Okay. It would be a lot better than the system we have now that's failing us. Okay, so yeah, I'm on the same page with that for sure. Put that up. That's a very good insight and something we should all go towards. Really? Howie had an interesting video today? What was it about? Let me dash over there real quick and see if I could see what Howie got. Maybe I can comment and get him over here real quick. Oh, cannabis.
Richie Rich hybrid.
Howie has a cannabis video on right now.
Smells very fruity.
So anyhow, sorry I got kind of quiet. I was watching Howie's vid and commenting. So try to generate his support over here and get a few more people. It'd be nice to get 5 or 6 people on here at a time on the live and cannabis on the aisle. You know, I wish I could afford an island like that. That could be my retirement. Not just that I would retire there, but I could have journeys onto the island to maybe there's some way to forage your food and hunt and fish and all that. And it could be a destination place for people. You know, have small groups a few times a year. And of course, this is the dream of everybody, right? Make enough money that I could just chillax, not have to work for somebody else ever again. So I doubt it's within range, economic range of me. And most likely as an American, I can't buy it. All this, you know, this type of thing. So I'm a little bit pessimistic about my opportunities there, but anyway, trying to cultivate some things. I may cultivate that particular plant. I would like to learn how to make this kind of CBD things. And there's a school around here, and now it's mainly online, and they have a discount, so I may sign up today. And I want to learn about all this stuff. I think at some point, it may, I guess all the states would have to have it before it became federally legal. But maybe it'll become federally legal and we could export it to other countries. And the United States could. And that could be another economic stream and that type of thing. So, hi, Howie. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for joining my live stream. I'm celebrating 250 subscribers. I'm not quite there, but I'm really close, so we'll celebrate. And I'm not having a giveaway today, but I will have one at 500. I'm going to try to hit 500 by January 1st. That's my goal. And I have to start setting it up this week, what I'm going to do for giveaway for the 500. And I just briefly saw your latest video and commented. I thought, well, maybe Howie will see this and come by. So, great. Oh, hi, Susie, out West Homestead. Suddenly, boom, everybody came by. Yeah, I started this early. I put it at 4:30. Usually I have it at like 5 o'clock. And I didn't really know I was going to have it today until about a couple days ago, I decided. So, it's a last minute thing throws everybody. And, wow, yeah. For a minute there, I had like 5 or 6 people on. Now it dropped back to 3. Sad. I was really gaining momentum. I thought I was going to have like a all banner day where I had like 7 on here live. Does anybody want to come up? I'll do the invite if anybody wants to come on the panel. Here's your chance. Be here or be square. Folks, there is the link in the comments. If you'd like to come up on the panel, click that link. You will be allowed up on the panel. Even if you haven't won something from me, you're allowed up on the panel. Howie didn't win anything, but he's graciously graced my panel before, and I appreciate every minute of it. Inspiring us to grow soil, and food is just the kind of the byproduct. In the shorter term, I really feel if people have to buy soil to get things going, do it. Get it going quicker, and then start growing soil. But growing soil is the overarching theme. And that's the type of thing. And happy Labor Day, everybody. Thanks for coming by, joining my live stream. And we're having a little bit of a heat wave over here in Northern California. It's nothing like you got there, Susie, in the desert, but we're not used to it. So it's still daunting. And exactly. Making soil is the number one priority. So what I have done is I started my first compost pit because I'm not going to be turning soil. I dug a big hole and starting to put that in from this place where I'm spending some of my time and we're generating more stuff. Because I haven't started cooking anything or preparing food at the Institute yet. So anyway, bring it over there. And I made a video. If that doesn't get lost, I'll post it. And and I want to get a wood chipper, honestly saying, so that eventually I'd like to grow enough wood to chip it to make the soil to be able to have composting toilet system. And I don't know how much wood I'd have to grow, but I'm just thinking that, to try the best I can to fulfill my needs on site. And as many as I can. Hey, growing in containers isn't bad. I'm starting with containers. I expect that I'll have about 30 or more half barrels additional next year that I'll be growing in. And, there's some pavement that I don't necessarily care for, but there's such density of energy density embodied in that, and money went into putting it in. I hate to just remove it. So anyway, okay, have fun with the chickens. Don't let Nina take over, and don't let them little yellow ones get all crazy on you. Yeah, I like the roost out method. It's just like put stuff down, chop and drop, keep piling. I figured I had to dig a hole first because our soil's pretty hard, and that I just had a feeling I should. Anyway, but yeah, I want to keep digging that out, and eventually the area where I started, I'm thinking to maybe go tropical. If I can get enough of the right glass and make it into a big glass house area, and put some barrels with water to where the heat will radiate back out from the barrels at night in the winter, and fall, spring, and winter, and all that. And then maybe in the summer when it's hot, I'll just pump the water out, right? Pump it out to cool the pavement around or whatever, right? And then just refill it as it starts getting cooler. That's what I'm thinking. Don't know for sure. Everything's a work in progress. But yeah, roost out. Yeah. I had a class and they talked about double digging. You know, this is 20 something years ago. I was much younger, and I'm thinking, this instructor's crazy. I might double dig once. I'm not double digging so many 100 square foot beds in anybody's garden. I'll give up eating before I do that. So, that type of outlook. And exactly, Echo. I intend to have recycled glass. As little as I have to buy, the better is the idea. So that's why I say I don't know what I'll end up with. I'm cultivating back to an idea that I started with of the more I spend, the more I have to earn, right? So, and then you have to pay tax on that for spending it. And it just becomes this negative cycle, vicious cycle. So everywhere I can, I want to save. And just in case somebody wants to contribute, I will post my interest on it. I'm not hounding people, but I'll put it there. Look at that, P.O. Box number 1. Ha! So anyway, if somebody wants to contribute a quarter or 50 cents or $1, or it's 50 cents, I think, to send it. So it's probably more worthwhile if you put $2 in. American, though, no Canadian money. We don't know how to deal with that here. So if you have a couple American dollars you don't know what to do with, feel free. Right. If you don't, that's cool. No problem. And if you just want to heckle me or whatever, here's my email. Heckling there's always time for heckling. And so I just say this: grow and share food. So let me take this back down because I want to be just super self-promotional. And but yeah, and I want to grow this thing out. I'm trying to get somebody to hang my mural within the next few weeks. I'll have somebody hooking up my good internet, not a week from today. Okay, so they'll be coming out to hook that up. And then boom, bada, boom, boom, boom. I can get it rolling. And then I want to hang the mural, and then I'm going to look into what carpet I get because less chance of it getting tracked on, right? So I don't want the carpet first, then people track across it, put a big old footprint on there, so. Get everything within from what I understand, Glenn, my growing zone is 9B. Now, how I found that out is I went to Rain Tree Gardens site, and you type in your address, and they tell you what zone. So apparently I'm in 9B. Oh, also, yeah, if somebody wants to send some kind of seeds or or whatever, you can do that. Or like a gardening book, feel free. You know, this whole thing's a work in progress. I don't know where it's going to end up. I have great desires for it, wishes, but I know that the world doesn't just revolve on me, and also I'm not Atlas. I can't lift the world, so you know, I can do my part and hope to get more people included that can do their part and make this thing grow out. And hoping some workshops and things can happen once they open up about all this from all this shelter in place thing. That's a challenge. Even if it's small workshops where people, or like small seminars where people sit just in, I have a big room that can kind of help facilitate that. So bring people that want to share their knowledge, learn new knowledge, and if they want to stay, and that's why I'm hoping. There's all these things that are I'm trying to have converge at once. I want to learn about using the solar oven soon, and then you know, potentially have some solar made meals, and I don't know, put all kinds of elements that are cool together. So it's almost like a mini permaculture design certificate course or something. Instead of it 2 weeks, maybe 2-3 days, just boom, 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 all this intensity, and we can, you know, just have some fun, and maybe somebody that knows how to play music can come by and stay for a day or two or whatever, or just join us at parts of the day and have fun and learn and push these good ideas farther forward. Then I want everybody to know I found out the petroleum refinery that I'm downwind of is going biofuels. So an overall good. Now, I don't know that it'll be less noxious chemical smells, or if it'll be different noxious chemical smells. I'm hoping for the best, though, because I don't know all the small details of all that. Great. Good going, Cecilia. Give it away. And especially to people who have a humanure system, maybe you know, maybe there'll be some squash growing in their yard they didn't anticipate one day. Squirrels are loving it. Well, that's good. At least something's liking it. That's a good thing. I know my tomatoes and sweet peppers are magnifique. You know, you can't beat them. Also, the beet. You know, wonderful, wonderful. I was going to call it the "this can't be" beet. You know, it's like, wow, amazing. Something that sat in the refrigerator for a week, and then I prepared it, and it was still excellent. Cool. It's nice, Cecilia. Help others. Help them learn how to help themselves too. You know, that's the thing. Get them involved in it. Get them to lock in on, like, hey, we're part of this. We're not just the receivers, if possible. So yeah, you know, I'm stumbling forward and trying to get this together. I've never done it. I've never owned a house. All this is new to me. So falling forward the best I can, and trying to grow the channel, grow the institute, grow it all. Grow the economy in a way of having a more pleasant economy grow, where we can support each other a little bit better, maybe with locally grown and prepared edible products, you know, and foods and fermented items and whatever, right? So I have a potential to create a hub where I'm at for this kind of thing. And that would be great if that happened. But I just don't know how it's going to work. And they say figure out what you want and just don't worry about the details. But along the way, it's like, God, gee, I don't know how it's going to work. I would like to grow extra food that I can purposely grow to give away to, not just to the neighbors, but there are some homeless folks and there's some groups in Berkeley and etc. that give away. At least they were. I have to find out if they still are. Prepare food and give away. So maybe I can support that effort by giving them some boxes of things to prepare and give away and that kind of thing. It's a nice thing, so I posted it up here. I'm trying to help where you can. So yeah, we gotta do what we can. Farm per year, 55. Where do you live, TC? By the way, thanks for coming by my live stream, TC. I hope if you haven't checked out my channel, check out a few videos, subscribe, share, like or dislike, comment, and let's get this thing going. Garland, is it Texas? I don't know where Garland is. Maybe it's Texas. But yeah, let's get this going. Nobody want to be up on the panel, I take it. I'll put it up again. Everybody sandbagging me here today, huh? I'm heckling. It's okay. It could be that I was chatting and missed that somebody was waiting on to get on the panel too. Oh, okay. Well, do what you can, TC. Start with containers if you have to, and just go from there. 100 acres. Can you afford it? If you can afford it, hey, go for it. I mean, gee, I wish I could afford 100 acres. Although, it's good to start slow, small and slow. Start with a small amount and then go from there. So if anybody wants to get up on the panel, I just dropped the link there for the getting on the panel. If you don't, that's perfectly okay. But nice. Thanks, Cecilia. That's what I like. Just, give me a view time. I mean, if you're busy, cool. I understand that you can't watch every minute, but it still helps. That's why I say if somebody's doing their laundry, whatever, put me on. If you have time and think about it, say there's a live stream you miss, you might catch a few insights, and yet while you're doing your laundry or whatever, in and out, you know how that goes. Just leave it run. So thank you. Great. That's great, Glenn. I hope to do some things like that, get some ideas like that going. And, that's just great. We need to do things like that. I don't really believe the narrative that all the homeless are crazy. The economy has gotten such that one thing is a lot of the job market has shrank. And, we got Howie here lurking. I didn't even realize.
No, not lurking.
How about Howie looking?
I let you know I was here. I was waving.
I see, when I get caught up in reading the comments and I miss that, sometimes somebody gets on, as you know, and I miss the comments. I'm a monotasker, as you know, which used to be just known as a tasker. How you doing?
Well, and you?
Doing the best I can.
I made a chicken pie today with butter crust. I
Oh.
just ate that for supper, minus another chicken. So you started a compost, Ron? You started a compost, Ron? Hello? Yeah, someone came by for a piece of pie.
So, what time are you heading out tomorrow?
Whoa, what's going on? What happened to you, Ron? Where are you? You're not on the show no more. I'm the only one on screen. Let's see, comments. Okay, the people are still in the chat. Having issues? I don't know. There's a sign that says having issues. Are you having issues? Hey, How to Garden. Are the girls giving you eggs yet? No, Cecilia Jensen. They're not quite doing it yet, but I'm hoping any day they they should be. Yeah, there's a couple of roosters that I'll have to process. First, I want to make a bunch of little chickens, little chicks for winter freezing. Are you drying? Is the crop that you videoed today? Yeah, it's right there. This we're allowed 4 plants per person in Canada. There's like 4 or 5 people live here, so yeah. What are you drying, Howie? Well, I'm dry. Well, I had rosemary. I had this here rosemary. I just dried some more rosemary, a box of it. I put that through. I got some. I'm going foraging tomorrow. I'm going to an old logging village with 150 plus trees growing wild. So I'll pick all that fruit, and then Tuesday after 4:30, I'll drop that off at my church. I should have like a carload, right? Give everybody whatever I find: plums, damsons, pears, apples, that kind of thing. So I'll have a full day tomorrow, and then I'm going to be off YouTube here pretty quick. I have something that I have to do, so I won't be on YouTube for a while. That's coming up in the middle or later September, but I won't be here. You know, I have no idea where Ron is. You know. Yeah. I think he might have hit a button there, and wrong button. I do it all the time. I'm not a techie type person. I'm back. Can I come on your live stream? Well, you have to go back up and hit that. Is it still in there? I don't see it. Huh? That's too bad. There's a link. Ron put a link in there. It is. You go back to 5:30, Susie, and hit that link, and you should come up. Yeah. Is it fall in your area? It seems to be here. No, we just had the last day of summer the other day, but I mean, it was 25 here today. It was so hot. And I watched the sunrise this morning. I go down and I watch the sunrise. But anyway, I wanted to ask Ron about his compost. He said he dug a hole and he's going to fill it. So I wrote for making soil. So I don't know what happened to him. but I'll wait some time. Yeah. I've been traveling over. I went over to some islands, the Gulf Islands, and then I went up onto the West Coast a little bit and looked at different place to go fishing and stuff. And always going fishing when I can. 12? Oh no, it doesn't get that low here. Not like that till like November. That's when we get 12. We get sun and heat for most. We only get winter for a few days here of snow. Last year though, we had 2 weeks of winter and the ponds froze. You never see that here. That was the first time in 30 years. So, yeah. I don't know where Ron went. You can't even tell how many people are in here. He dug a hole and put the stuff in there to compost. Is that what he's doing? Yeah, I only caught a little bit of it because he purchased soil. I noticed the pallets of soil that he had and he put it in these big barrels, these half barrels and stuff. And yeah, and I seen his veggies. He did okay. He did pretty good. He ended up with quite a few, and he's utilizing it. I mean, that's what it's all about. And then making soil is just primo. There are 5 people. Thanks, TC Game 65. How to Garden, 6 people. There are 6 people here. Good. Yeah. So making soil's number 1. That's what you like wood chips from the wood chip company, and then put cardboard down and start putting everything on top of it. So then you're going to kill the lawn, right? Or wherever you are, whatever's underneath there, and then it's going to turn to soil faster. That's Ruth Stout method. And just put bark mulch, leaves, lawn clippings. But I put kitchen waste under mine. I mean, the green garbage can every 2 weeks is in your local area. Go collect a bunch. It's pretty easy to make pathway soil bank. You make it all in layers and throw on some biochar and wood ash. You'd be amazed how fast soil is made, especially when it's warm and it's really warm out. That's ideal because microbes can do their work. And then you add some sugar. That really does a really good job making soil really fast. Typo. Okay. But yeah, making soil is number 1. Whenever I get the opportunity, I always make soil. I'm chopping dropping right now. I chopped and dropped a bunch of stuff out front, and I'll get rid of that tomorrow. But I chopped it up with the chainsaw. I couldn't work with it very long, the chainsaw. I've got some issues. Yeah, wood chips for free. Yeah, you have to watch wood chips, and you have to know a little bit and do a little research. Like black walnut wood chips you don't use, and laurels, you don't use Portuguese laurel. It'll kill whatever you're putting it on. And then if it's hot wood chips, then you got to spread that out in your pathways and leave it for a year. And or you put it directly on top of cardboard, where you just cardboard a lawn. That'll be okay. That'll just cook the lawn a lot more and produce soil by next year. You just leave it for a year, and it's the fastest way. But soil's made in nature in layers. So I make a 5 or 6 inch, maybe a 7, 8 inch of kitchen waste or farmer's waste, or the store has waste, like veggies and stuff. And they just become like worm banks. It's right full of worms. And then the worms digest everything, break everything down. And it's biodynamic because, it's just great. I mean, you start feeding microbes to it. And you can even inoculate it with some mycelium too, different ones, it's really cool stuff. Making soil is number 1, the best you'll ever do. Pigeon peas. Yeah, well, that's nitrogen fixer. Yeah, you must be down in Florida somewhere, hey? And it's warm. Pigeon peas only grow where it's warm, 9B maybe, Yeah, pigeon peas. They're really good for nitrogen fixing. So what happens is pigeon pea takes the nitrogen out of the air, puts it in the soil in these nodules on the roots. So then you chop down the pigeon pea, and then that's chop and drop. That makes soil. And then when the nodules are broken down by microbes in the soil from the pigeon pea, then that's dispersed to all the other plants. See, it's it's supporting your system. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I in the tropics, or like say down towards Florida or even up past Florida to Georgia, your soil would make really fast, and you can make a food forest in just 5, 6, 7 years. Up in the northern hemisphere, it's going to take 30 or 40 years. So that's why I tried introducing pathway soil bank with and Hugel bounds. I've talked about those, and the Ruth Stout method. That's the fastest way to get production of soil is pathway soil bank to me. You can do your compost. I mean, I look at like people like Charles Dowding, and he makes wonderful soil. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot of work. And I just do a different route. I mean, it's number one to make compost. Like that's great. But I don't compost. I do pathway soil bank building. Hiya, Dan. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, good to see you. I don't know where Ron is. He took off. Yeah, he took off, and I don't know. Maybe he hit the wrong button, something like that. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Oh, you are in Florida, hey? Yeah. Cool there, Howdy Garden. Yeah. Well, you just leave them wood chips for a year and you can use them. They're pretty hot stuff. You layer bio waste on top of cardboard and you can grow anywhere right away. Wood chips is number one. And if you're not, if you're in your pathways, you can put wood chips a little bit, window dressing, not on your plants when it's hot. How to garden. Dan says hello. Hello, Dan. Am I missing something here? There we go. Well, I must bow out. I was only going to come up for a few minutes. I have company here, and I was hoping Ron come back to bow out, and there's no host. Yeah, pigeon peas is an amazing chop and drop. Oh yeah, that's a number one. Yeah. Yeah, throw on the biomass and layers. That's it. Wood ash and biochar is nice to put down. Yeah, Ron's missing in action. I don't know what happened. I was up just for a few minutes, and it just went sideways, and he's gone. That's okay. But yeah, I'll come back there, Ron, because I got to get going, buddy. Yeah. Well, you all have a good night. I'm going to be heading out. And, I'll see you all again.
Hi, all. I don't know if anybody's here, but this thing broke because the power went out here. This is a real bummer. This thing shut down on me. Well, hi, Kazaki. How you doing? How are you?